Hey guys, so today we are going to make an LTG newsletter, and the first thing that you want to do is get on Canva. I'm already on Canva, but if you're unfamiliar with Canva, it's like a designing and editing site that you can use to make newsletters or flyers or posters or anything like that. So if you don't have a Canva account or if you want to use a different source to make your newsletter, you definitely can. I'm just going to show this tutorial on Canva because I'm really familiar with it. So yeah, first thing you want to do is make a Canva account. So after you make a Canva account, you're probably going to see this page, and I'm just going to start from the beginning. So the first thing you want to do when you are trying to make an LTG newsletter is look at the guidelines. So we're going to go to tokclub.com, and under editor resources, you're going to find the guidelines for LTG newsletters right here. And okay, so this is all that you need to have on your LTG newsletter for now, unless the next district editor changes anything. But this is all I require, and I'm going to show you a tutorial based off of these guidelines. So just keep this on a separate tab, or you can print it out like I have right here for your reference. Okay, so let's go over the requirements. This is email header, so when you're submitting it to the editor, you need to make sure your email subject line follows this format. So for example, if I was division 0 or something, I'd put 0 and then month like April and then LTG newsletter. Next, on your cover page, you need your division, region, volume, and issue. Volume, I typically do it by year. So if this is your first year being an LTG, that's volume 1, and then issue is the first, like the months that you are elected. So if you just got elected and you're new LTG, then volume 1, issue 1. If you're a returning LTG, volume 2, issue 1 for the month of April. But honestly, it's up to you. If you have a different way that you want to do your volume issue, that's completely fine. You just need to have it so that it's easy to organize your newsletters. Next, or not next, but another requirement is contact information. So you need to have your contact information, the staff, the district staff's contact information, and your regional advisor. And then it also has to follow the brand guide. I'm going to go to the brand guide next, and we can review that. You need to have some updates, which include deadlines, events, reminders, anything that you want your clubs to know. You need to have 2 links on there, one to the TO website, so tokeyclub.com, and one to Key Club International website, so keyclub.org. You need a table of contents and page numbers. Major emphasis promotion is the 3 major emphasis projects, so Children's Miracle Network, UNICEF, and March of Dimes. You need to promote all 3 of those in every LTG newsletter, as well as our service partner promotion, which is the Thirst Project. So those 4 organizations you definitely need to have in every LTG newsletter. Lastly, these 2 are basically dependent on what time of the year it is, but when you guys are making it probably, which is April, it is the month of Decon, so you don't necessarily need Decon advertisement. And Icon, yes, have Icon advertisement because Icon is in July. So let's go look at the brand guide. All you need to do is search up Key Club brand guide on Google, and it'll show you this PDF. What I look for the most on the brand guide is the colors, because colors pop out a lot, and I think Key Club colors are really distinct. So you want to use these colors when creating your newsletter. I'm going to go over how you can implement them into your newsletter by these hex codes, or for whichever resource you use, you might use the other 2. But I'm going to go over how to put hex codes into Canva, and we will do that once we're starting our newsletter. You can definitely use these graphics that Key Club has to offer if you would like, but they're not required. Also, one of the elements of the brand guide are these fonts. So if any of you guys are familiar with Canva, you may know that none of these fonts are really available on Canva. So a couple things that Key Club International has done for us is made us a brand guide cheat sheet with all the fonts that you can use that are really similar to these fonts that are Canva friendly. I'm gonna attach the brand guide cheat sheet to an email sent out to all of you, but if you can't access it, just let me know and I'll send it to you guys. Okay, so let's get started on actually making our newsletter. So my favorite template to use is a magazine cover, as you can see. And you can pick any magazine cover you want. You don't even have to choose a magazine cover, but I just prefer it. I think it's easiest. And we can pick one. Okay, let's just do this one. First thing you want to do when you get on here is change the title of your Canva file. Make sure that it's something recognizable and not, what does this say? White and black text wedding magazine. So I'm just gonna name it April LTG Newsletter. Okay, so this is basically the header, and I'm gonna change it to division 0, and that's my division. Since the font is a little big, I'm going to make it a little bit smaller, and then do this here, click position and put it center, so it's in the center of the page. Now, one of the fonts that Key Club has put in their cheat sheet is Glacial Indifference, and it's also my favorite font if you guys ever looked at the text of Key. So I'm just gonna make everything in this newsletter Glacial Indifference to make it a little bit easier to follow, but you can play around with fonts and all of that jazz if you wish. Okay, now let's see if we can put some brand guide color in here. I want to use, let's look at the colors. I really like this Key Club blue, so I'm going to copy this hex code. And if you go over here, you can see that this color, and you click on the color, you can put in a new color. So I want the word division to be that blue. Oops, I accidentally moved it. I want the word division to be that blue, so I'm going to highlight it, click new color, and paste my hex code that I got from the brand guide. And now it's that navy. And I want the 0 to be this brand guide gold. So I'm going to copy this hex code and highlight this part. And make it gold. There you go. Okay, so let's look at our guidelines. We also need to have our region volume issue on the cover. So let's just put that right here. I'm going to add April 2020 volume 1 issue 1. And this has some price on it, but we don't really need that, so let's just put region 0 or whatever region you are. I'm going to lock this. So that it's easier for me to move elements on top of that. And I'm just going to highlight all of this and delete it because we do not need this. Right here would be an awesome place to put a picture of your club's volunteering or anything that you want. We love active pictures, so pictures of people being active and doing service projects, but sometimes it's not possible, so you don't have to have a picture at all, and you definitely don't have to have this format for your cover page. For now, I'm just going to use a volunteering picture, so I'm just going to put this right here. Okay, cool. Next, we can definitely use this for our table of contents. And I'm going to change this text to Glacial Indifference, just so it's brand guide friendly. Oh, and these two. And make this a brand guide color. So I think I want to do that navy again. While I'm at it, I'm just gonna change the background image by dragging this over here. Oh no, let's do this one instead. If you see those crisscrosses, that means you have to pay for the picture. Okay, so let's check what we have to have in our newsletter. We need updates, promotion. Yeah, let's just add that right now. So I want updates here. Major emphasis, promotion, service project promotion. Let's just do icon promotion since it's this time of the year. So I'm just gonna add that right here. And then contact information. You can definitely add more things if you wish. It's just I'm making this as simple as possible and you guys are free to add anything to your liking. And on this side, since it's a table of contents, I need some page numbers. So I'm going to do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool. Now I'm going to lock this down so that I can highlight this and make it bigger easily. And I'm just going to move it over here. That looks good. And now we need to change our font. So glacial indifference. To spice it up, I want to make these numbers gold. So there, that looks fine. Now this would be a good place to put the website links for that are required. So I'm just going to put Texas Oklahoma Key Club website. And then our Key Club International website. I'm going to change the font to Glacial Indifference. And let's make it a little bit bigger. And now I'm going to position it in the center. Something that Canva does that I think is super cool is that you can attach links. So if you copy or highlight this link to tokeyclub.com, you can click on this thing, and after you download the PDF, you can click on the actual PDF and it'll take you to that website. Okay, now we wanted updates first. So instead of having an editor note here, you can have an editor note if you want to, but for the sake of having a simple tutorial, I'm just going to use updates right here. And let's make it a little bit bigger. Okay. I'm also going to change this picture since we want something more related to Key Club. So this is just another random volunteering picture, but you guys should definitely use your own pictures. So let's just make this one gold. You don't have to use 2 brain red colors at all, by the way. You can use however many that you would like. But I just wanted to keep a theme. So over here, updates. I like to have events listed. So maybe, since this is going to be April, you want events for May, but since LEDCon is the end of April, I'm just going to put it right here. And let's change the font and make this text a little bit bigger so it's easier to read. So April 3rd to 26th. Sorry, my laptop's really laggy. Okay, LEDCon. In Dallas, Texas. So let's have, this is just fake dates that I'm making up, but we can add the 5th because that's a deadline for editors and secretaries. This is going super slow. And let's say you have a DCM on May 12th. If you have an event like that, I'd suggest you have the location or address over here, the time, and maybe even an RSVP and your phone number or your email. Okay, so let's say that we also have a service project on May 24th. You would want to put the location slash address again, time, and RSVP.